I'd like to introduce my next guest on my show now. My next interviewee, we have Santini Le Saint. Good day to you. How is today treating you?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good,
Today's treating
thanks.
me very well.
That's great to hear. And Santino Le Saint, you're an artist. If I stand correct, you are from South London way.
I am from South London, Brixton to be exact.
And how was life growing up in city life, and how did music guide you?
It was fast-paced, but I feel like that's all I know in a way, you know. Uh, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I think it forces you to grow up fast when you're young, but also experience a lot of things, and it definitely fed into my creativity.
That's good. And can you tell me just a little bit more about your new single, which is called Whiskey and Wine?
Yes, I wrote Whiskey and Wine in the south of France with a couple of my friends, kind of post-breakup situation where I was talking about whiskey and wine as a kind of reference for two people in a relationship who aren't working together, but you keep trying to make it work. And, similar to when you mix your drinks, you're having a great time, and then the next day you're hungover and you keep going around in a circle.
And I guess we've all been there. People can relate to the song, can't they?
Yeah, very much so.
And when you're writing the song, were there any influences who inspired you with this record?
Yeah, actually, I was heavily influenced by country music, which I've never influenced by and made songs out of. I've always listened to it, but I never kind of dived in. And for some reason, I really wanted to capture the storytelling of the feeling I had about that song, and country music captures storytelling so
Yeah,
beautifully. So,
sure. And
Chris Stapleton, to be specific.
and my next question I was going to ask you, where country music, as you say, storytelling. Listen to the lyrics; it can make you pause and think. It's quite a thoughtful track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It definitely comes from a real place.
And if I'm right, you do a bit of R&B, R&B roots, but you also mix it with rockier beats, which is quite unique as well.
Yeah, yeah. I would say it's somewhat unique for sure.
And my next question, how does it feel to have good testimonials from magazines such as The Clash and the Independent? How does that feel to be recognised?
It's nice. It's always nice to be recognized for something that you've been, working on for such a long time. Um, I guess by such, notable sources. But I also try not to watch it too much.
Mm,
I try to keep my head down and keep focused on the creative of the music and the storytelling. And
that's
everything
good.
else that comes is a blessing.
And you've also worked with 070 Shake, and you've also worked for like brands such as like a well-known sports fashion chain. How did that come about?
So I actually met some of 070 Shake's friends in LA, maybe the first time I went when I was about 19, 20. And they became like good friends with me and my manager. Um, full circle, it came to tour a couple years later, and I think she was looking for an artist, and I already just knew the whole team, and I'd met her, and my manager had met her, so it was quite a it made sense, let's say.
Mm.
And also musically, it makes sense because I think the pocket and the world she sits in is a really interesting pocket, and I think I sit in a similar pocket in my own world.
That's cool. And every day when you wake up, do you have like a life motto which gets you through the day?
Um, my general life motto, though my music is sad and somewhat depressing and dark, my general life motto is that nothing is that deep, and you can smile at it all. I think that's what keeps me going.
That's nice. And do you have an official website where people can just check out more information about you, like tour dates and so on?
Yeah, it's SantinoLeSaint.com.
Great. Well, thank you for being a star on my show today. That's all my questions I was going to ask for you. Just one thing left. I'm
Oh,
going to play
amazing.
your new record on my show now. Would you just like to introduce it on? This is the Danny Sun syndicated show here in the UK and worldwide.
Amazing. I would love to. This song is Whiskey and Wine by me, Santino Le Saint.
Santino Le Saint, it's great to have you on board and all the best with this record. Bye now.
Thank you so much.